Hello, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here today. I hope you're having a gorgeous day or night. We're going to get you some clarity, see what's going on in energy. I actually did a pre-poll today from the Spiritual AF deck, which I don't even know if I've used this one in a reading, just to kind of see what the overall theme is. And it looks like right now the theme is you're shining extra bright, which could mean that there are some people sort of falling out of your life, distancing themselves, but those would be people that are kind of toxic. So this is a good thing. Your glow up is attracting the right people in. So this reading's timeless, collective, see what feels like it resonates. Always follow and trust that divine guidance that is in you, to your higher self, to God, to source, to the universe, because the answer is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic, intuition, so your decisions are sound, based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. So right now the opening message is vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. So there's something where there's a transition of new people coming in and people that are no longer there for your highest and greatest good falling away. It says, know how you can tell that you're on some hardcore personal growth. Your perspective gets bigger and your inner circle gets smaller. It may be that people want to gossip, quit texting when you stop talking BS. If you're busy manifesting your dreams, keeping your side of the street clean and working on those old gnarly wounds that people want to avoid in themselves. Some people are bound to disappear. Be kind to yourself and to others as you outgrow people and places. This is really powerful. So let's dive on in and see what's going on. We're going to get some extra messages right off the bat with the mystery deck, and then kind of see how everything layers together. So let's see. God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What are some, I feel like that one, some extra messages for, oh, hey, well, this is a nice one to come through. It looks like you're going to have a big surprise coming on in. So maybe this is somebody new coming in your life. It could actually be a gift. I actually just heard your gifts. So maybe this is about a talent you have, spiritual gifts. A big surprise is coming. The Big Bang, that's a song, and I cannot think of who sings that. The Big Bang. I don't know. I haven't heard that in so long that maybe, hey, well, maybe some of you are going to have a good time with that. But all right, let's continue. Actually, let's keep that one. I like that it's a big surprise. So if it's supposed to be an actual surprise, I won't get the message on what it is, but let's kind of get the general idea and get a little nosy for you. So let's go kind of general here and start with, I actually separated, I had all my angel number cards together, but let's get you an angel number and see what a prominent number angel message would be for you right now. What's a message? Oh, that's really nice. 121 feels like a time on the clock. I just heard timestamp. I don't know what that means. And I just heard employee number. That's not for all of you, and I'm not exactly sure what that means. Maybe some of you, if you own a business, you're getting a new employee, but I see something different with a computer system. It says embrace harmony in your life. Seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So this is nice. There's something coming maybe back into balance if you felt like something was not in alignment, and that could be people, places, things, thoughts. It looks like something's getting back in tune. I am getting that energy that there was like that one string that was out of tune. You know, if you have a guitar and one string's kind of off, you had to keep kind of like adjusting you know, how you approach someone or how you have a conversation so that, you know, you were, I don't know why I see like forced harmony, like trying to always keep the peace. But if you're dealing with toxic people over here, sometimes it's okay to, I just heard, to piss them off a little bit, especially if it's about truth. Maybe somebody was trying to like tiptoe around the situation because they didn't want to be, I just heard the bearer of hard news. I didn't hear bad, I just heard hard. So maybe somebody doesn't want to like rock the boat, so they always try to keep something steady, but I feel like there is something underneath the surface to see, like a tornado under the water, that, you know, you can try to not rock that boat as long as you want, but if that tornado is gonna like sneak on up and weird weather, energetic emotions, whatever, eventually something needs to be addressed. I'm not even sure what I just said. I hope that was helpful. Maybe if that doesn't make sense to you, that's how somebody else kind of, oh wait, I'm getting a little bit of a people pleaser. You're never gonna make everybody happy. So I feel like a lot of this is acceptance, you know, just some people are gonna love you, some people are gonna groove with you, some are gonna be annoyed by you, some are going to be in awe or be jelly. People can be whatever they want. Let people be what they want. Pay attention right now to the connections you have where you feel in harmony. You feel like even if something slips out of tune, maybe a truthful conversation gets something back in harmony. All right, well, let's see. Let's go to the tea leaf. Let's get a couple of just extra random messages, and then we'll start to clarify all this. So what is a tea leaf message? That one. It's a leg. I'm falling down by my leg. Wait, let me get it. I feel like this one has something to do with, I just heard break a leg. Maybe some of you are performers. I have a friend that always like says, like, his response is always break both. Like extra good luck on stage. So, I mean, hopefully none of you have a broken leg. If some of you do have a broken bone or something like that, I do feel like I see a cast coming off, but now I heard cast and I did hear break a leg. So maybe it has something to do with you getting hired, or there's a switch up in the cast. That could be a local musical. I mean, you do have harmony here. And now I just thought of somebody fishing, and I did think of the boat before, like casting something out there. So, I mean, maybe you're gonna get the right catch, whatever that is. It does say you are stepping into a brand new experience. And this does say you have a big surprise coming. So if you are one that doesn't, there are people that don't like surprises, you know. There are also people that don't really like new energy, that you know, that needs adjusting, flexibility. There's something about, if you are usually, you know, set in your ways, this is something where I feel like you break in those shoes right away, and or it's so comfortable. You know, I'm just thinking of those really squishy, like rugs for, it's not like a rug, it's like a squishy thing that you stand on, like to prevent shock. Does that make sense? Maybe something shocking is coming through, but I feel like it's not, it's like a good shock. I feel like you're grounded with it because this person actually doesn't even have their socks on. They're walking on that squishy earth, that new foundation. And I feel like every single step somehow feels like pillows or clouds. Interesting. Something's going to feel more comfortable than presumed before you start walking. So, and I feel like some of you that really have been hoping for change. I don't know. I feel like you're like, I heard like accidentally running into something different that changes it all. I'm not sure what that is. There's so many messages so far. What is another, whoop, you have an older woman. Maybe it's dealings or relationship with an older woman, and there's something about a desk and your career. So maybe some of you have a switch up in your career. Maybe this is somebody that is hiring you or you are working with, or I just heard getting away from. Maybe there's some of you that have, I don't know, a more mature feminine energy, but if that's not somebody you want to be around, maybe that's one of those people, you know, not able to handle your light anymore, or you are distancing yourself from. But for most of you, I feel like this is somebody new. Dealing's a relationship with an older woman, and pay attention to your work. Didn't I see an employee number before? So this doesn't have to be your career, your job. It could be something you're working on at home, because that could be an at-home desk. This could be a side project. This is definitely like dotting your I's, crossing your T's, filing the paperwork, not getting behind on something. Don't procrastinate and get it, like, you know, don't throw that bill in the middle of the messy drawer and forget about it. There's something where you need to put something right on top so you see it, so you get to it first, and something just gets done. I also feel like some of you might be hiring somebody who's kind of in more mature feminine energy that could be really helpful for you. And that might be somebody not like necessarily like in your, if you own a business or something like that. I'm getting that it's more somebody like an outside source or some kind of outside expertise that are helpful for you. Let's see, let's go to the other half of the tea leaf. What else? Oh, you have a dolphin. It's definitely work energy coming through today, because now you have financial gain. So, I mean, if you are in harmony in your life and your light is shining bright and you are attracting the right people, the right open doors, the right jobs, the right partnerships, you know, then it's that circulating, vibrant energy that comes back in all forms of your life, not just in your career. You know, if you're going to work and you're loving what you do, or you're going home and working on a project you love, when you're out with your friends or you're meeting new people, you still have that energy of enthusiasm about you, and people are attracted to that. Even if they don't know, I'm getting, for some of you, you're blabbing about something you're doing to somebody, they have no idea what you're talking about. Like, they don't know about that subject or that thing at all, but they see that you believe in it. They see that you're enthusiastic about it, and that might even spark some curiosity. Financial gain, usually coming from something that you did in the past. Maybe this is what's taking you to a new experience. I feel like I should get, do I have, oh, I do. I have it in my bag that I was going to bring down to the rock. So let's get you a career in life. Let's see what would be helpful on 121. Embracing harmony in your life. Big ass surprise coming in, paying attention to your work. Maybe some of you are even, I see you doing something with wood. Maybe you're arranging your office or your furniture differently, but I feel some of you are building some kind of furniture, or maybe you're just buying something and it comes in the box and you're like, damn, I didn't know how to put it together. Maybe that's why. Maybe there's somebody that's gonna like give you a leg up, a helping hand. Let's see. I just heard antique. Also, it does look like that person would have some pretty cool antiques, or like spot the good stuff, you know, going to a thrift store or something like that. I even see something that's worth a lot and it was like painted over really, you know, somebody had a desk. It was like their great grandfathers. It was built amazing. And then like a couple generations had it. It was painted over a bunch of times and it kind of looks like a piece of crap, but you know, it's actually high value. I feel like, yeah, there's something that needs to be stripped away to see, I don't know, the value hidden underneath, but that could just be a metaphor that I'm getting to. So let's see. Clarify what would be the most helpful thing for the collective to know when it comes to life and career. You're leveling up, you're glowing up, you're moving up, you're doing a good job. That's why you have financial gain. Maybe it's also where you've been paying attention to your work for a while and you're finally, at least with this dolphin here, starting to see results on something. It says, moving on up. I also like that that's the Eiffel Tower. So maybe there is something that connects you to Paris. I almost Freudian slipped power. Maybe it's a powerful position. Maybe your power is finally like turned on, or you're plugged into the right environment or project or people. You are increasing, oh, it does say power. You are increasing your power and status. You might get a promotion or move to a better home or office. I did see you doing something with your office here, but that could be a home office too. It could be, I just heard garage band or something in the corner of your garage or a studio space or something like that. You climb the ladder of success. But this says something about status. I don't think that's what matters to you. Because I think wherever you're moving up, I just heard Rocket Man. That was interesting. Maybe you're moving up like a rocket. I just heard like eclectic or maybe eccentric. I mean, even that girl's earrings. Maybe there's somebody who's kind of eccentric. Like somebody, maybe that's you. Maybe you're not the typical one that would be in charge of something. There's something like not typical, but perfect. Like I see somebody in, let's just say it's somebody in, a suit, but they have like, I see like a neck tattoo or something kind of out of character for being in the office. So maybe that's you, or maybe that's somebody coming on in where they're kind of the one that are a little bit of the rule breaker, like, breaking the old dress code of how it always had to be. I hope that made sense for some of you. And maybe that's also how you feel. If you're in a place and you want a little more self-expression, and everyone's like, no, that's not the status or how society would perceive you to be professional. I kind of feel like you're giving them a big F you, and you're finding some other place that sees that as amazing, or that is the reason why you stand out, or that the reason why you're appreciated because you're an individual, because I just heard you're spiritual. And I hear there's something flattering. I don't know, maybe in the past part of that seed here, because it says something about work that you did in the past, but I see you, I see somebody going like, oh, don't flatter me, but like you did. So maybe you just happened to talk to the right person, having the right conversation. I kind of feel like you were just sort of blabbing. I don't think like you were fishing for a job or something like that, but I feel like somewhere in the past you impressed the right person. I'm also getting that message that you never know who you're talking to. So speak with your authenticity. Let's get you one more. What is one more, please? There's your helping hand. I did see that with the leg. Wait, where's your leg? So now you have a leg and a hand, but there's actually like gold on that person's hand. I feel like, I don't know, like somebody recognizes your hands, whether it's that your hands are strong. I just thought of Healing Hands by Citizen Cupid. Is such a beautiful song. I will never forget your healing hands, my love. I don't think I got that melody right, but listen to that song. There's something about a gesture that's important. You might be asked to help somebody out, or you may need a hand. I did see a leg up or a helping hand. Maybe it's about asking for help if you need it. There's somebody that can be helpful, but they just need the chance. And I'm kind of getting it might be somebody who doesn't quite get it right, right away, but they're going to catch up really fast. Give deserved. I did see that. I saw you, like, what did I say? Like, flattering somebody. But here it says that you praised somebody. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive, I mean, definitely recognition too. I'm getting that it has something to do with your confidence, but I also feel like it's honest compliments. Like, I feel like some of you had a moment or will where you are just thinking something amazing about a job someone's doing, or a, you know, talent that they have, or the style that they own, whatever it is. Maybe it's just somebody's smile and you just like blab. I'm getting a lot of like good blabbing, where you just like, you're not second guessing that amazing thing you're thinking, and you're just telling somebody, whether that's a stranger or somebody you know really well. There's something about not holding back the truth here. And I'm also getting with that, there might be a constructive criticism. So it's not criticizing to harm or to hurt or to knock someone down. It's, I don't know, there's almost like a helping energy behind it. Like, I feel like there's somebody who believes in someone else, and it's not said in a way that's offensive, but maybe for some of you, somebody took something offensively, or they got all defensive. I feel like you're going to instantly know how to twist that around, soften that up. Maybe it's, you know, hey, maybe you could try it like this, because I feel like you'd be great, you know, if you practice something a little more, or if you maybe organize this over here, because I recognize your potential, you know that? So it's like, what is that? Where, like, I don't want to say a backhanded compliment, but kind of something like that, where you're like kind of confused. Like, was that a compliment or was that an insult? And you kind of just leave somebody like feeling like they don't know what happened. Interesting. There's a lot of really random messages here today. Hopefully something so far was helpful for you. I feel like they were kind of specific. Let's do this one. This is the Lenormand. I feel like I'm a mess already, so I'm gonna organize quick and then we'll pull this. Hold on. I also paused that at 22:33, so maybe something about master numbers, or 4, 6, balance and love, stability, a solid foundation. Let's see. What is an overall theme to look towards? Flowers, blossoming, opening up. Now I see a bouquet like on a desk, or somebody sending you a bouquet. It, like, I kind of see it like either delivered by a person but through the mail. I don't know what that means. I don't feel like somebody's delivering it themselves. I feel like somebody is, I don't know, like having their secretary send you something, or maybe that's you. It's beauty, joy. It is gifts, creativity, and hope. Maybe it's even, since I see mail, maybe it's an email, maybe it's a message that's coming to you. I feel like it's going to warm your heart. I feel like it could also be something like to say thank you. Beauty, joy, gifts. Number 9, let's see. Maybe that's part of the surprise. A bouquet. For some of you, I don't see it as like roses, or I just saw sunflowers. I actually see it as an actual like plant. Something that lasts. I don't know. I feel like I'm seeing like some kind of, I want to say like, I think this is now just an energy thing, almost like a magical morphing flower plant thing that doesn't really have a season. So it's not like perennial, annual, it's like ever blooming in your life. And I feel like every time, wow, it's really cool. It's like the everlasting gobstopper for a flower that I just saw. So I see something like blooming, and it's like one color, and it blooms again, and now it's like a different color and a different shape. It's like every time it blooms, it's something different, but it's coming from the same root, or the same stem. I don't even know what that means, but that was a cool visual to get. I do think it's somehow a metaphor for projects you're working on. Maybe you are that stem. You are the connecting factor or the root. Let's see. It's also something about changing, because I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine on how you can change the color of certain flowers depending on the acidity and such in the soil. So the same bush can actually make different color flowers. So maybe there's something about the fertilization that can change the vibration of your situation. Or I just heard presentation. We're getting very elusive messages today, so I'm just going to go with it. What is another message? The ship. You're going to take a journey. Maybe for some of you, you are switching locations or traveling for work, or somebody might need you to travel to help them out, vice versa. It says travel, journey. I mean, it seems to be a theme here, progress, and hey, where's this? Adventure. I like that. Well, you have a surprise, maybe a surprise adventure. I mean, this does say you have new experiences. I feel like some of you are going to take part in something that has to do with maybe a different culture than yours. So maybe you're going to a different country, or maybe that's just you meeting a certain person that, I don't know, kind of like introduces you to their culture somehow. Traditions, but I feel like if they're traditions, they're really fun. I see people dancing now. And now I see this leg here, and I feel like there is something coming through, and you're almost going to be like jumping for joy. You know, when you see like movies, and I don't know, I'm not getting any specific movie where somebody gets like, you know, the person of their dreams asks them out, or you get that job you've been waiting for and you're trying to like, you know, keep it calm, cool, and collect. Like, oh yeah, no, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But inside you're like, oh my God, you know, and the person, they think the person like walks out of the room and they start like jumping and they're like, this, and the person comes back and they're like, like they were caught in their, like in their happiness, but it was like kind of like really big. I feel like maybe there's like a moment like that, but that could just be how you feel inside. Maybe you are, you know, keeping things like calm, cool, and collected. Like, oh yeah, you totally expected this. Thank you very, very much. But inside you're like, yes, 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 yes. There's such interesting messages today. I feel like we need to get specific about what this is. And yet I feel like it's specific, different circumstances for all of you. And I am kind of getting that it's a surprise that you're not really supposed to know. I know that's really annoying. You know, you're watching a tarot reading here. You're like, what's the surprise, man? I need to know. I mean, at least the messages that came through show pretty good things coming towards you. But I feel like part of this new energy coming in is that you get to be in this sense of discovery. Maybe you're going to discover, I just heard a longing or a depth about yourself that you never uncovered before. I don't know. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's go to, I don't know. Let's do this one. This is the repair, evolution, growth. Such a weird title. Let's get you some, like a little growth. Let's see what would be helpful for you to know. On number 3, the ship, the bouquet. I feel like some of you are doing something, I know it's not that, but I thought of like a buffet. And I actually see like one of those, what do they call it? The continental breakfast. Where it's like the bagels and coffee and cream cheese. Maybe some of you are going on a journey and, you know, they offer breakfast. You have to get there between like the hour and a half, you know, window where they offer it, and hopefully earlier so the good stuff is still there. But maybe you're also doing something around breakfast time, because I do see like some kind of buffet. I don't know what that is. It could be a party, since I saw people dancing. Maybe it's more like a potluck and it's a party or a situation and everybody brings their favorite thing. Oh, sure. Such interesting messages today. What's a repair, evolution, growth message that would be the most helpful today for the collective? Please and... Oh, I caught it. Well, all right. We're going to have a nice circulated, balanced reading today. It's funny because when I had... What was that came up before? I don't even know if I kept it out. I feel like there was love. But love hasn't come in yet, so it looks like love's coming in now. Cupid's coming on in. Love redefined, romance. I feel like some of you have a new person coming in. I mean, you have a big surprise over here. And I feel like maybe because I saw you like diving deep, maybe this is somebody that has a beautiful mirrored like reflection with you. You mirror one another. Cupid has entered your heart and has been awakened to love and romance. But this time, first message that came through, guess what? This time, whoever's coming in, this is a totally different situation. This is a different vibration. It's because your vibration changed. See, you're attracting the right person is coming on in. For some of you, if you are already with your honey, if you're around that person all of the time, I feel like, well, for some of you, maybe somebody you were around all the time is kind of leaving your life. If you feel like their vibes are just not matching yours, or not getting on the same page, you're evolving and somebody is staying stuck in the comfort zone. Maybe you are the one leaving. For some of you, you have somebody growing with you. You have somebody that, you know, maybe it's that thing where you like each, I'm getting like the colors that feel complementary but different. So maybe both of you are vibrating bigger. Maybe you're both attracting amazing new things and experiences in your life. But for some of you, I do feel like there's somebody new that you don't expect coming in. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating. Interesting, because I saw all of that like garden energy. Cultivating healthy relationships. I love that. Maybe you're also meeting somebody who's kind of romantic with you. I mean, maybe you are getting flowers, not just for thank you. Well, maybe it was a really good date. Like, thank you for the best date of my life. I just want to say I'm thinking of you. Oh my goodness, all these messages today. Now I feel like we should do a little bit of love. Should I grab a love deck? Yeah, let's do it. Well, I just noticed I stopped that exactly at 33. So now we have synchronicity going on in this reading. So what were your numbers? 121, 22, 33, 33 again. 3. Maybe 3 is an important number. That is creativity. 9. Cool. All right, I heard simple. So I grabbed this. Just this good old black and white love oracle, and let's see what the most helpful message would be for you to know. What is the most helpful message when it comes to love and romance for the collective? And you got the dragonfly. This is feeling lighthearted. Also, with that dolphin energy, even though the message here is kind of financial, I always think of dolphins as communication, playful, telepathy, intelligence, fun. So maybe this is somebody coming in, or you just in general are just ready to have a good time. You want to have a little more fun in your life. Maybe you have to schedule that in. But the dragonfly is, I don't know, it's kind of a special insect. All of those wings on a dragonfly move independently of the other. That's why they can kind of hover, fly backwards, go up and down, like little cool helicopters of the bug world. Maybe you see dragonflies. I have been seeing a lot of like almost peacock blue-green dragonflies down by the creek lately. Be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, and adapt and change. That's that first message. Heal. So this is really nice. I kind of feel like some of you have somebody coming in your life, and even if you're not really 100% sure, like, hey, we are healing each other here, I feel like you feel yourself healing by being around a certain person that definitely does have a higher vibration, I heard, than the last one, or than you're used to, or what you had just gone through. So maybe you had a situation that was really rough in love land. I don't feel like this new situation, relationship, transition, even if that's with your, the honey, I feel like it's, I don't know, I just keep hearing like transformative, different. I feel like it's you expect something to be a lot harder, and it's just not that hard. Be lighthearted, finding out the dragonfly. Take note if you start to see more dragonflies around you. I feel like there might be an animal, a spirit animal, a bug, whatever, something like that that's kind of special to you, and I feel like it is attracted to your light, your aura. So what's one more? What would be one more helpful message for the collective when it comes to love and romance, healing? You definitely have something coming in. You got Cupid times 2. You have, okay, I love this. I love this reading. I feel so grateful to be here giving you these messages today. I never know what's going to come through. You have a message here twice. Look at how different these decks are that say Cupid's coming on in. Cupid's not just hitting you. It's like, what is that? Like getting 2 birds with 1 stone? Cupid's hitting 2 hearts with 1 arrow. Hey, that's because it's a spiritual arrow. Have faith. I just thought of Faith by George Michael. I feel like I should take out 1 earring. The George Michael look. Wouldn't it be nice if I could touch your body? I know not everybody's got a body like you, but I gotta think twice. So maybe somebody likes your body, likes your moves. Somebody's undressing you in their mind, if they have not already. So have faith, love is coming. Guess what it is? You definitely have a surprise. Surprise time 2, Cupid times 2. You have a surprise, maybe invitation, maybe say yes to that invitation. Don't sit there on the couch thinking about it. Even if you're fashionably late, get there. Just make an appearance. You never know who might be there. And it could be a little bit of hesitation or a fated meeting. Being at the right place at the right time. 2 of you being at the right place at the right time. Oh my, maybe it is a little, I feel like there is I see someone sitting on their couch. I feel like somebody is like, I have so much to do. I have all that paperwork in my desk and I can't go out tonight. I feel like some of you should put something on hold that you can get back to, definitely be responsible. Don't forget about it. But there's something here where amongst all of this business energy, I feel like you need to create the space for something that's going to make your heart feel this little pitter-patter energy. And I feel like that little pitter-patter of love in your life, even if this is just self-love and you don't see a person out, you're like, where's my person, man? It's been years. I feel like, this says self-love here. And I saw people dancing. Like, I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours. Buy yourself flowers, man. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Be in that energy where you're like, you're just out and you're having a good time, loving life, not even thinking about meeting a person. It's kind of when you are not looking, the universe is like, I think you're ready now. Or ready or not, here they are. So yeah, look at you. This reading is making me blush. I love it. But we need to get you at least a few tarot here at the end. So what did I bring? I did bring this. I don't know why on a day that's so hot. Maybe I need that contrast and energy. I brought like the Winter Pastures decks out. Let's see. I don't know why I just heard like Christmas in July. That's weird. Maybe there's something happening out of character for whatever season that's coming in or this happens. Like I see like a luau. Was that like a luau? Maybe you're getting laid around the holidays. Oh my God, these messages. Because you know what I see the actual lay, like they sent 4 rows to like hang out in the flamingo. Oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening with you guys? Your energy is getting me all goofy puss today. All right, I feel like you maybe really laugh with someone. Maybe it does feel lighthearted. Whatever energy I'm tapping into. All right, let's see. Clarify what would be helpful for the collective to know, please and thank you. All right, extra message. I am seeing somebody that's helping you get over a hurdle. I kind of feel like that might be the person you're connecting to or will in the love land, in the heart. I feel like there's something, I don't know, maybe you're just talking about your schedule, talking about your job. I feel like this person maybe has a totally different perspective or really weird questions they ask you because they don't know what you're talking about. But maybe that gets you thinking or actually helps you come up with some kind of solution for something that you felt was a hurdle. I don't know, it's like some kind of divine brainstorming thing that happens accidentally with your honey. So, wow. What else would be helpful today? What is the main focus to know about? Dragonfly, Cupid's arrows. Love redefined. Love in the new, I don't know, the new you that you are becoming. If you're redefining something, that's probably because your old definition wasn't fitting anymore or fitting to this particular dynamic. 8 of Cups. So some of you had to walk away from a person or a situation or a job where maybe you did put in a lot of time. But I actually really like that this came through. I mean, you do have the dragonfly. Maybe some of you found out something weird. Didn't I get those messages in the beginning of the reading that said something about better to know the truth, make your own choice than, I don't know, have something be elusive? And I don't know, maybe if some of you felt like you didn't have a choice, maybe you did have to walk away. Maybe this is somebody also walking away from you. You did have the energy first where people are going to maybe leave your life. Maybe you and somebody started building something together and just, it's kind of where something becomes unfulfilling. It's not making your heart pitter patter. It's not making your soul feel like it's blossoming anymore. It's just where something becomes kind of stuck, stagnant, and it's like there's always a hole in the glass with the 8 of Cups before, because now somebody is walking away from something in a bittersweet energy, but they're on that road taking steps towards discovering who they are becoming. And they're walking away from the 7, which is away from illusion or delusion or too many choices or not making a decision, and being clear that they know at least one step at a time in a certain direction away from a different space or a place or a person is the right moves. And the more steps that are taken, the closer you get to the 9 of Cups, which is the wish come true. But sometimes that, if you're redefining something, maybe you didn't know that this new person is your wish come true if you were overly focused on what you thought you wanted from the past. So you do have to trust your gut with this. There's something about you healing. Maybe it doesn't change how you felt about a situation, but I feel like there's something with acceptance here. The bigger desire to grow, maybe freedom, than to remain stagnant. Sometimes this is also a boomerang. So if this is upside down, I read both ways. It could be somebody that went on a journey of self-discovery and had some adventures on their own or had some situations on their own, whether that be wonderful or hard, and they circle back around to you or back to a certain place, an environment, whatever, but they have changed because of that space where they've discovered something about who they are now. So how you handle that old space, the familiar that you know, is different because you come back changed. So why is the 8 of Cups here? Yeah, let's take it. Because I feel like that might be something hidden. Oh yeah, you have the little Cupid's arrow here. You have a message coming through ×2. You have 2 pages. So a page is either a brand new experience in your life. So if this is a new person coming in, you know, don't do the old comparison to everything that you have had in other relationships. Allow it to be a new experience. This is somebody who's having faith in how they feel, even if it feels really new. It feels fresh. You know, this is that I have a crush on you energy. This is that I can't believe I feel like a 16-year-old and all I want to do is make out in the back of the car with this person and I'm like 72 years old. What's happening? It's that kind of energy. Allow yourself to play, to feel that, you know, giggling kind of energy with a certain person. You know, maybe some of you are starting over, and that can be weird, especially if some of you had, you know, a long-term relationship in the past or a long time where you were just alone. And now how do you alter everything that you had all, you know, organized and ready to go when all of a sudden there's this other person involved? I feel like you're gonna desire to fit somebody in your space and like with open arms. Like I feel like I see somebody going like this. They're like, oh, you have no room for your clothes? Here you go. I see somebody like going like this and clearing off all this junk on maybe like a desk or a table or something like that. They're like, that's just stuff. You're the real deal. I want you in the space more than any of the stuff. So maybe somebody is doing a, I don't know, a cleanse or moving in together. If you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles together, this is somebody trusting their intuition, feeling new emotions, maybe because it's a new person that they haven't felt in a while, a re-sparkling kind of energy. And it's somebody that's coming through with that Page of Pentacles as a tangible, touchable offer in real life. Not just, let's talk about love land. Oh, it's so wonderful. It's like, no, what can we do today to make that date happen? You know, to get to know each other more. And it's somebody actually willing to put in effort because they see potential in something. But right now it's just kind of young. It's just at that potential phase. If you don't put the effort into talking about your emotions or, you know, being vulnerable with one another, being vulnerable with yourself, you know, a step-by-step approach to something, how's it going to build, you know, if you don't put any effort in or put in the time it needs? I did just hear India RA, Ready for Love, and that is a gorgeous song. That's come through a bunch of times in readings. It's that I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. So maybe somebody felt they were ready before, but there's something about the universe sending somebody when you're truly ready. And I feel like a lot of you had to do some self-healing, self-love, inner work first. And I feel for some, you know, I feel like that inner work you did, that healing somehow stemmed and, you know, took attention into other areas of your life that you felt like, you know, like the gardener. I don't want to feel like more in control because the garden has to grow naturally. But where you saw that your effort was seeds of abundance you were manifesting in your life. And I feel like it's kind of when you forgot to look for love that it's handed to you on, I just saw a golden platter. I'm getting all this food energy today. So Paige, maybe this is also somebody younger than you. This could also be somebody that you play with like a kid. This could also be somebody that has children, or you end up having children together. Or this person will love your children if you have children, or, you know, maybe grandchildren for some of you. Maybe this older woman over here is, for some of you, your new forever person. But I usually see a page as a text, a message. It does say you're getting an invitation. Maybe you have to hit that RSVP. So, oh, I like this. I am excited for you guys, but I feel like there's a lot for you to learn and experience. I don't know why I hear like the precipice. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I think it's like kind of like the threshold. I'm going to put that in. Precipice. I'm going to put that here. Definition. Threshold. I'm going to put that here for you. Definition. Let's get you a final message. I don't think I have my, I don't think I have anything that has my, yeah, I do have something. It's not going to be, what is this? Soul truth. Let's end with a soul truth. What is the final message today for the collective? Please and thank you. How can I just heard, how deep is your love? Oh, you have some songs today. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? Oh, that's a great song. How can I deepen my trust right now? Well, I forgot these are the homework cards. So you're getting spiritual homework from Ultraviolet Dove and Spirit. Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Today's soul action, let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. Trust your discernment. You know, if you feel that there's certain people that did not vibrationally connect or match to you, or you felt dampened, darkened by, then trust it is also okay to have the strength to walk away. Also, trust in yourself that if you are vibrating with this unconditional love, and going back to that first message, if there's anything toxic or not there for your highest and greatest good, it is absolutely okay to unconditionally love somebody from a distance. From a distance, there is harmony. What's up, Bette Midler? Hey, Bette. High five, I love you. I love Bette Midler so much. She just snuck into the end here. So with that, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these messages were helpful. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you soon. I love you so much. Bye.